What up, man? West side of the 110. We on a special Friday night, you know what I'm saying? We doing it for my boy Rose, you know what I'm saying? Want to send a shout out to Rose, you know what I'm saying, holding him down, you know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I'm saying, locked in. You know what I'm talking about? Me and Big LA, you know what I'm talking about, man. We here. Milo stepped out for a minute, he'll be back in. But what up, Big LA, man? We here on this needed talk night for Rose. We call it Rose 10, needed talk. What it do?
Hey man, it's a beautiful thing, man. You. Let me say something to the people right quick. Y'all look at wealth as money or physical things, right? I went to a doctor today, and the conversation I had with that doctor made me another one of the wealthy men out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? You take care of your health, the wealth, and the money, all that'll follow. All that
Right.
follow.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
true.
What up, Milo, man? Hey, speak to the folks, man. My boy Milo. Y'all be ready for that interview coming this Sunday with my boy Milo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
sir.
go ahead, Milo. Tell them what you know.
Ain't nothing. Happy to be here. Happy to be here with you, brothers. Um, Waking up, still learning every day. You know, same old, same old. We got to keep pushing. That was a good lesson you learned from the doctor, Big LA. It helped me out.
It
Sometimes we forget
just,
that health is the foundation of all this thing. Can't
I'm gonna
enjoy
keep it.
nothing else. You ain't got your health.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm a big boy, but I did, but over the last 2 years, I become a bigger boy. You dig what I'm saying? And the doctor like, okay, you want to walk this, that? All right, cool, cool. Well, hey, you gotta shave something up off of you then. She an older lady, about 47, 48. You know what I'm saying? Like she know what she's talking about. And
Yeah.
it just show you, it just put into perspective of some things, you know? Slow down on what you're eating, or if you can't slow down on what you're eating, slow down on how much of it you are eating. You get what I'm saying? Every bit of the progress to the major goal is what matters.
Right.
Yeah, you right. You're 100% right, man. Health is wealth, man. A lot of people don't realize that. They say, "Oh man, how is health wealth?" Well, you got to be in good shape to go make that money. I ain't never seen nobody crawling in to work and put in 8 hours.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You
Never.
got to be in good shape to enjoy your money and enjoy your family.
And let me put it to perspective for people, because they know I'm in a wheelchair. Even though you in a wheelchair, you can still work out, keep your body right, because you gotta move yourself around along with the wheelchair.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the wheelchair and get stagnant. Hey, look, take it from one that almost fell all the way under. Don't let it happen to you. Talk to your people around you. Let them motivate you. Let them inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Be better than what you are right now at this very moment.
That's real talk, man. That's real talk. But I've always said this, man. People are different. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes through the same issues. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have similarities and issues that we may experience, but when it comes to health, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got to start encouraging everybody, including our people in the black community. You know,
That's true. Just small tweaks can change your lifestyle. Like I love sugary drinks. You know what I mean? Like I don't really eat a lot of sugar, but I recognize I was drinking it. Wine punch, these little juice drinks, they got nothing but sugar in them. So it's just like eating spoonfuls of sugar when you drink them. So if I just cut back on half of what I'm drinking, sweet tea and all that, that'll make a major impact on my life.
He just hurt my feelings with that one. He said sweet tea. I fucks with sweet tea now. That's sweet tea. That's that down south shit. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Some good water, couple of pieces of lemon in there, couple of them tea bags. Make sure you tie them to the top so it don't fuck up. Let it sit out there about 10, 12 hours and then get sun. Let it cook.
Well, hey man,
Mhm.
that's the problem with a lot of the black people. Too much damn sugar. Everything we eat got sugar in it. A lot of rice. Starts turning into sugar. That's what we got to eliminate.
Okay, but which is healthier, rice or pasta?
You don't.
Rice
You
if
don't
you eat
really.
it with vegetables, because it does have sugar. Don't get me wrong, but you look at the Chinese, they eat rice off every day, but they eat it with vegetables. They eat it with roots. Eat it with herbs. They don't really eat it with, what I'm saying, a lot of stuff that add sugar to their diet. They eat a little meat and a lot of vegetables and rice. It's just how you balance it out.
No,
It's
it's
better than
also
going to eat a big donut.
Right.
yeah. It's also the portions though. Look at us. I bet money right now in every black and Hispanic household, the plates that they have are like big plates, like that. Like the portions that you see a lot of other ethnicities, especially Asian cultures, eat. Their
A lot.
portions are smaller.
Right, right.
We feel like we gotta have shit, especially Thanksgiving. A lot of people throw off all their health during Thanksgiving. Man, I'm gonna eat the fried food. I'm gonna eat the chitlins. They get a big ass plate. They be, man. People put on 10 to 15 pounds during Thanksgiving.
Who eat chili?
That is
Nah,
true. That couple weeks right there, it's going down.
come up off that Mike Jack. Come up off that Mike Jack. Who eating chili?
What see Big LA. That's one thing.
Nah, don't get better than that.
Hey,
You didn't
no,
better
no,
when you
no,
said chili.
no. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. It's so crazy because a lot of people say, "Oh, who eat chitlins?" Man, you eat pork chops. Hell, so you eat the same animal. Hell, what's the difference?
I don't eat pork. Man, no,
You
no,
you
no.
never had a pork chop in your life.
I ain't gonna say that, but I don't eat them now.
Yeah, now, but I'm just saying you've consumed one before. So I mean that's just like Orlando Brown said. Different similarities. This is food, but what he said. They asked him about, can you get rid of things that happened in the past? He said, you can't take back what your booty hole and already received.
Ain't that some stuff?
I knew he was on bullshit tonight. I knew he was on bullshit. This nigga said if it left the one that stinks, you can't get it back. Shit, I don't want
Oh,
it
we
back.
got, we got that boy Russ Stringfellow in here, man. Russ Stringfellow Esquire, man, attorney, former athlete. You know what
Please
I'm
stop that
saying?
bullshit.
Former porno star.
Uh,
You know,
uh, uh, uh,
Former.
uh,
What do you mean former? what
Current
do
porno
you mean
star.
former? What do you mean former?
hey,
friendly
what you say?
neighborhood J-Lo.
What-
He did.
Hey, Russ, man, I went to. Hey, it's funny, man. I really thought of you the other day because I went to the store, man. I went the gas station to get some gas, and I said, "Let me get that number 20 scratcher ticket." And it was next to a blue pill, and I was like, "Man," I said, "My boy, I bet you my boy getting one right now, man. Finna go handle business."
My nigga
Mhm.
It's not, I mean, look, I detect jealousy in your voice, man. That sounds like pure jealousy. I can't help it. Yep, that's jealousy, man.
Nah, I don't need those pills, man. I'm very fertile.
Mm, yeah. Uh-huh.
he said he don't need the pills because he got a lifetime of honey pack.
For real.
You don't need the
He
pills, you
got
get the
life.
injections.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
oh Lord, not the injection. Oh,
He used the rub on cream or some shit.
What did you say?
he already got. So honey, these injections, do they
Yeah, motherfucker.
in your hip
Yeah,
or
motherfucker.
do they go right for the stromboli? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, let me ask you this, man. This is mainly for Russ and Milo.
oh
Um,
Lord,
No,
no,
you
no,
trying to single us out. You know what I'm saying? I just like
it's
he on some bullshit.
no, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. I had a conversation our buddy Don. Which this Monday we'll have the battle of the deacon. We have a real deacon who wants to challenge deacon because he said he don't feel that he's a real clergy deacon. I said, hey, well, I can set that up for you.
oh wait,
But
oh wait.
Don said that he doesn't date women that are he has a 10-year limit. If it's beyond that, he doesn't mess with them. What do y'all say about that?
I
What,
don't have
younger than
that
him?
problem.
I agree.
Yeah, yes.
Well,
I
to
agree.
each his own, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah, exactly. But I wouldn't say I would subscribe to that.
What do you
Nah.
mean? What do you mean by that?
I say that
I'm,
because you could be,
if someone younger than me presented themselves and I was interested, yeah, it wouldn't be no. I'm not gonna. Oh no, you're less than 10 years. I mean, we're less than 10, more than 10 years apart, and I wouldn't be interested. No, fuck that. Really, I
no,
want all these old
that's what
broads
I'm saying. The man,
here. What
Now the
all
old
these
bros
old
be on
broads
some
for?
boo boo.
What all these old broads for?
see, they whooping my ass
Oh,
in here. Look,
now the
like I
old
said,
bros be on some boo boo, man. They done had so much trauma in their past relationships. They come to you with all kind of baggage.
Hey,
that's why
elaborate on
Club
that,
Mike
Milo. Like real
said
talk. A lot of people, a lot. Well, what you just said, a lot of people may take that as like, oh man, that's just bullshit. But in reality, a lot of people, men and women in the black community, has had a lot of trauma. But a lot of women, I will say that, have experienced a lot of trauma. But what do you got to say about them now who still dwell on past trauma in today?
It's almost like they got PTSD, like somebody been in war and they gunshot.
they
I done
never.
dated women, older women. We all done experienced bad stuff in our relationship, but they hold on to that shit subconsciously. You
Yeah,
know, like you ain't around them. I had a lady, I was with her every day for like a week. I was off 7 days. Went to her house for all 7 days. So I come home by 2, 3 days. She called me. You must be cheating. Woo, woo, woo. Where you at? Wait, because I didn't answer right away. I was like, God, hold up, pump the brakes, baby. I had to think about it. This woman scorns. She harmed for her past relationships. Because a lot of stuff you would think is you, but it ain't you. It's what's going on inside her head. She projected on you. She'll create a whole story, a whole vision of what you're doing to make it up and believe it. Talking to herself.
I went through a marriage that had no.
She got her own narrative running in her head on what happened.
Yeah.
And look, and how you gonna compete with that?
Ain't no way you could compete with it. I can't
Yeah,
fix what's going on in your mind, baby.
exactly. I can't compete with crazy.
Here y'all go.
Shit.
Here y'all go.
I can't compete with crazy shit. You a
Look,
damn fool.
I bet you done poke the color of the crazy one, just like I have, just
Hey,
like
you
Keith.
see, hey, you see my boy Don commented. He said, "Wow, and honestly,
John,
I'm gonna say this, to each his own. Everybody has their own opinions, but I agree with Don, especially men that have daughters. Me personally, I'm like, you see a guy that's like 80 dating, 80 dating a 20-year-old. Yeah, good for him. But I mean, somebody like, what I'm saying, like if you're 50
how
dating
can
a
you say good for how can you
19-year-old,
say
don't
good
it
for
seem
him
kind of
and then
weird?
go against what you said right now?
I mean, an 18-year-old, yeah, that's weird now. But
Yeah, you gotta have a
shit,
little
that's way
range.
more. But you saying 10 years now,
Yeah, if
but
a
that's
girl
way
15
more
years
than
younger
that's
than me
30
right now,
fucking years.
No, no,
That's
no.
yeah,
30
I
fucking
know.
years.
I know. I said 10 years, but I'm talking about even in realistically in today's day. You see more than that. I've seen a 22-year-old chick with like a 70-some-year-old man. Like,
and what she getting out of the situation, he might be
it's
Some
helping her a
mutual.
money.
whole bunch.
You'll get some money. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
as long as it's mutually beneficial and both parties know what's going on. Shit,
uh, yeah. If she
shit.
legal, they consent.
Look, he knows she want the money, and she
Right.
know he want the honey. So if we can help each other out here, what's the harm?
What they say, a fair exchange never been a robbery, right?
Yup. As
Yeah, you're
long as you
right.
know
You're
your
right.
role. As long as you know your role, shit.
And depending on her maturity level, you know, because I'm in my 50s now. I'm 51. So if I find a 35, 36-year-old young lady who mature, we can vibe. Because like I just said, I know some late 40s, 50-year-old women who still immature.
True. True. Hey, let me
Yep.
ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. I made this comment. You know, a lady on social media commented and said that any man that's say, I think for example, she said like 59 dating a 30-year-old or 34-year-old woman is sick, and I said, well, what about this? Say for instance, a lot of people who did made a career of the military, a lot of men, that stayed in there
Man,
and retire at 50 something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they come out and want to start a family? What's the odds of them starting a family at 54 with a 54-year-old woman? You think that they
zero.
Impossible. Her
Zero.
eggs is dried up.
Zero. Yep, zero. I mean, it
Her
sounds like
eggs
she
is
just
dried
hating any fucking like nobody want her old ass because she probably all out of shape and shit and bad
up.
build and let herself go. And now she thinks niggas supposed to just settle for her ass, you know. She'll
Right.
find another nigga her age who's supposed to just settle. You know, we at that age, this how we supposed to look. No, bitch, no, we don't.
Exactly.
that's not true because you got some cats, like CT Fletcher, guys like that that's almost 70 who don't look like it.
Right.
Right, but I mean, from the females, you know, shit, they think that woman who said that he must be sick. I bet you she is not attractive.
Hey, now, hey, Milo, I got a question for you. I think I asked you this too. This. Well, partially of this might be on the interview, but this is something I wanted to really elaborate on. It's like a question I had for you about something I had a back and forth with from a guest from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I mentioned something about Ukraine, man, and saying like if it's a war going on and they're terrorizing people are scared, why are they purchasing things at a higher number during a war? Don't that seem crazy to you?
Purchasing things, what you mean? Explain that to me. What you mean purchasing things during the war?
All right, like before the war, the number of luxury cars that were sold were like at 6.6 thousand. You know what I'm saying? But since the money that Ukraine was getting from America, allegedly, which some they say they haven't got, the number of cars like doubled during war.
Are you talking about Ukrainians here in as
No,
refugees or
no,
the ones still over there?
Ukrainians, the ones that's still over in Ukraine, you know,
Well,
the
they
reports
got
show.
what's called
Purchasing automobiles.
yeah, they got what's called a kleptocracy. What that mean? Everybody at the top of the government is stealing. They were stealing so bad. The CIA director Burns who had to fly over there about a year and a half ago, 2 years. He said, "Look, man, we know y'all stealing." He went to talk to Zelensky. He said, "We know y'all stealing, but you doing too much stealing. We can't hide to justify all this." So, like, we'll send them armed shipments. Let me give you an example. And we finding armed shipments that we send them. We finding some of those weapons in Mexico with the cartels, with other terrorist groups. So they got a underground black market, a set of shit we sent to them. We send them cash. They skimming off the top. That's just who we in bed with. We supporting them. But if you dig deeper, you'll see that before the war started, Ukraine was known as one of the number one or two most corrupt nation on earth.
That is true. That is true. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people tend to overlook the fact that that was one of the most corrupt spots, like you said. But hey, man, we gotta I mean, hey, we gotta wake up. A lot of people say they woke, but they ain't woke.
And getting back to the the older woman who was mad at us for dating younger women, a lot of them women want to be dick police. They feel that they could shame you. You might want them better because older women look like they competing with younger girls.
Yeah, you're
They don't
right.
want to see us with no younger girl. We got more options than them.
And you know, so
True.
crazy. Something that I said earlier. You know what? They talk a
Yeah.
lot about the brothers who want to be passport brothers. But you know what's so crazy? Y'all remember that movie, How Stella Got a Groove, back when she went over to Jamaica and fucked the younger guy? Where do you think they got that movie script from?
Black women doing that. Black women been doing that shit. They been going to Jamaica and Caribbean islands and all of them girls trips. Them infamous girls trips. If some secrets could come out of them, boy, a whole bunch of marriages be broke up, all type of stuff.
Oh man, and you know what's so crazy? A lot of them women go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna be biased. A lot of men go overseas, do a lot of crazy shit, but a lot of women go overseas too, man. Like we had a story from me and Don. We used to work at the airlines. We knew a few guys who had, women that went overseas, and they found out that the men was over there fucking around, so they went over there and but women went over there and let strangers hit every hole they had. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
So it's not like it's not you can't say what like my grandma used to say, two wrongs don't make a right. I
right.
mean, just as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you ain't gonna one up the other one. It's just gonna go back and forth forever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to each his own. If you want to go have a good time, what you say, wrap it up. In the words of my boy OGJB, get a penicillin shot before you go. Um, just have fun, like Don over there. Look like he getting some head right now. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with you,
Oh,
man?
it's like, what's wrong with you?
Hey, what's
Well,
up,
get
Don?
people
Look
off,
at
get people off.
hey, what's up, Don? Are you ready for that battle with the deacons that's coming up, man? Because they saying you a fake deacon, man, and he said it's gonna be 20 years, and we finally gonna see. A lot of people waiting on that. A lot of people say, man, I can't wait to see the deacon fall. What do you got to say about that?
Well, you know what? You're always gonna have a bunch of non-believers, a lot of fake deacons, a lot of people that want to push a narrative that's fake because they're fake. But you know what? The bottom line is, I can see where they're going, and I see things from months away, and they don't look
He
good.
said months away.
Exactly. Because if you don't see ahead, you don't know what's coming. But you got to look ahead. Some people don't look until the last minute. Next thing you know, they get rolled over.
Do you got a mirror with a straw sitting in front of you?
Now that's
Really?
called H2O, my brother. That's H2O. I don't drink of the devil's nectar. That alcohol kill you, man. Real talk. You know that. You know a lot of people done broke down on alcohol.
Hey, yeah, a lot of other
What
shit
that?
too,
Huh?
huh?
What'd you say?
Hey Don, let me ask you this, Don. Especially Don, Russ, and Milo, since y'all are the older ones on this panel tonight. Like, do you still think that rock epidemic has an effect on people today in 2025?
If you mean if they're using it or after they done got off?
Yo, what do you
Well, we
mean?
know they
The
still
what
using
kind
it.
of effect?
Well, I mean, an effect in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, hell, like I bet money right now in every neighborhood, there's probably somebody right now y'all seen from 30 years ago who was smoking that shit, and they probably still around. It's like, damn, man, just look at that person. Look what it did to him or her.
Uh-huh. I
So
mean, of
like,
Well, I
course,
can
that
say
like,
has
this.
like,
some type of effect.
but how many people like that? You know what I'm saying? Are in a community that got affected? Because I mean, I know, personally, one guy he passed away. That was a hell of a basketball player. He just couldn't leave that shit alone. He was older than I was. You know what I'm saying? But like, did it affect people saying that? Look what it took away from the black community. Some people that probably would have made it. You know what I'm saying? And helped that community if they wouldn't have got on that shit. So is some of
I
them
mean,
people
I'm not
still
gonna say
affected
they would
today?
have
The
helped the
ones
community. I mean, there's plenty of
well,
people
you
that
can't.
I
Well,
have seen who were taken down by their, crack But I'm not gonna say they all were gonna help the community, but they probably been in better positions in life for themselves.
Yeah.
And if they wouldn't have made that decision, because they were on a different path prior to trying it.
What about Marion Barry?
Shit, he did pretty good for himself. Shit, really.
Well, you see what I'm saying? Like he was somebody that made it. Even he was smoking that shit, and we seen that on
Right.
camera. I'm just saying, like, what about somebody who didn't get that shot, who had the same knowledge as him? Like, what did it take away from somebody that probably would have helped out a situation in a community that you may live in? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that may have had a deterred what happened for the negative in that community, somebody that would have brought something different, but they didn't get it because maybe that epidemic was purposely put to for that reason, to deter that. What do you think? Is that
I mean,
affecting?
It's been proven it was purposely put in the community. That's an old story about the CIA, Contras, and all that. It did
mhm.
affect a lot of people on an individual level. It broke up a lot of families. It made a lot of children suffer unnecessarily while their parents was out chasing that high. They was getting in anything, people harming the kids. It had a deleterious effect on our community overall. It was done intentionally, and then the cure was horrible for our country. What do I mean? They Nixon came out with the war on drugs, and they basically criminalized being black for about 20, 30 years. They used to just run up on us, jump out boys. They did a lot of stuff to our community harmful, saying that they were battling drugs. And these were nonviolent crimes. This was a self-inflicted injury that people were putting on themselves. Basically, nobody making you get high. People getting a lot of time for possession. People was getting a lot of time. They came out with the mandatory minimums and all that. You getting 10 years for 3 little pieces of dope in your hand. It took fathers out the home, like I said, broke up families. People, sons went to prison. It had a bad effect overall. It was like a bomb was dropped in the black community, and a lot of the poverty, the way our community looked, where it's not functioning like it's supposed to, is still the result of that bomb they dropped on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I agree
Yeah,
with
you're right.
everything you said. And look, it's also reflected in the music, our culture, and everything as of how we are now. Trap music, where do you think it comes from?
It was a media campaign propaganda to push that on us, because black people didn't do hard drugs. You know what I'm saying? We saw that as, I hate to say it, was something that white folks did. We don't take heroin and these manufactured drugs. We smoked weed and got drunk, basically
Mhm.
smoked cigarettes. But that was it. That was put on us, man.
They made crack cheap and accessible.
Hmm.
Because,
You
like
say
I say,
little powder.
prior to crack, cocaine wasn't really too much of, too prevalent in the black community because it was expensive.
Yep. Ain't nobody was doing no
So,
heroin. I know you don't know meth. We wasn't doing none of that shit. It's
I
fentanyl.
mean,
We
they
ain't
had
heard
some
about none
old
of
school
this
niggas
shit.
who might have did heroin. They had some old school niggas on heroin.
But it
But,
wasn't pervasive through the black community.
Oh
That's
hell
what
yeah.
I'm talking
no,
about.
yeah, 'cause, I mean, that's always been there, kind of like in the shadows. But,
Right,
like I say,
right,
it's
getting pervasive now.
right, right.
It didn't take a hole
I
like
mean,
crack did.
but see, no, it didn't. Well, they made it affordable. I mean, we seen that Don Big LA growing up in South Central, deep. And I mean, they made powder cocaine more affordable in rock form, and it's still today. It's some motherfuckers been hitting that glass dick for the last 40 years, man.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that you know what, like anything, is the effects are different on different individuals. It affect them differently. Where some people may meet their demise early, other people just keep on pushing. So it affects people, but we are resilient as a people, and our bodies respond differently to drugs of that magnitude. I mean, like people that's been smoking for years, and brothers that's not here no more. So for the most part, as brutal as it was, as usual, we got through it. 100% no, but we got through it. Got different types of bodies.
Yeah, we do, and it's so crazy. I've always said this. Have you ever seen people who are of other race, especially of the Caucasian race, who've done drugs for years and cleaned themselves up? Some of them in 5 to 10 years look the exact same, but you see a lot of black people who smoke that shit for years and they clean themselves up, and some of them never go back to looking how they used to look. That shit was not meant for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right about that.
It's
You're
real.
right about that.
And it's no BS. You know what I'm saying? It's not like people are trying to shit on somebody else, but we're just saying what's real. You know what I'm saying? You can't help yourself until you start loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You gotta really like my boy Milo said, study, read. You know what I'm saying? Research. You know, shout out to Milo, send me that book. I told my wife about it. I gotta read this shit, man. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Bobby Wright was a cold brother, and his theory of mental side, MENTACID, the death of the mind, like suicide, you kill yourself, fratricide, you kill your brother, shit like that. But mental side is when you kill your own mind or people around you create conditions to dumb you down and try to kill your mind.
Give us an example of that, Milo, if you could. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he went way back in history up until he was a psychiatrist in Chicago. Had the only or the first black psychiatrist was a self help organization in the country. But anyway, like go way back, how they altered us. We talked the other night. When you don't know your past, when you don't know your history, then you don't really know yourself. And I gave an example like my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and when I came home from college after being gone for a break, I walked in like I did over a million times. This woman done wiped my ass, changed my diaper, and fed me. I done spent at her house. She done gave me a bath. I know this woman know me. This is my grandmother. So I walk in the house and she's sitting in her recliner across my grandfather like they done did. They were married over 70 years. So all I knew was them as an institution. Here in Port Arthur. And I walked in and said, "Hey grandmother, how you doing? I love you." She looked at me, man, she was dead serious. She looked at me in my eyes and said, "Who is you?" Man, it's like a piano had just been dropped on me at that moment, like a ton of bricks just dropped on me. I was crushed. That's my grandmother. You understand? I love this woman. She don't know me. I know she know me, but her mind was gone, so she wasn't the same physical person that she was before because of her mentality. We the same way. When they took away our history, when they took away our language, the way we move, eat, the way we get married, our culture, it altered us, and we became something different. It was a mental side. They killed our mind. They killed our mentality so they can easily be able to dominate and control us, pit us against one another, destroy our communities. You know the whole list of shit. I ain't got to go down it. So mental side, when somebody control your mind, say, as my mind is, if you free your mind, your ass will follow. Wherever your mind go, your body gonna go. That's it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. That's some stuff right there, man. Like you say, man. And that's just tough to go through, man. And what's so crazy is, man, I remember this one verse that dude J Dog said down there from Houston. He said, "You can call it what you want. Around here, we call it life. Some make it, most don't." And I'm like, damn, man, just a few simple words can mean a whole lot. So people gotta take stuff serious, man. Don't cherish time you have with people. Cherish memory.
Yeah.
But
and go to the DR.
hey,
Go hit the reset button. Go out there, hit the reset button, come back to America, and be like, man, get up off me, woman. You know these 10 batters I just knocked out.
hey, but you got to be careful where you go. You remember back in the day before DR? I know you probably remember this, Milo. They was talking about. Remember Costa Rica was the lick.
Yeah, it's still a lick. You know,
It's still the
a
lick.
lot of them places, it is. It's they got Jocko Beach. I could name a couple of them partners I know just went down there last year. You know me, Medellin, Cartagena, the north of Colombia. But anyway,
Colombia.
them that's some beautiful women. They have a beautiful culture and all that. But you got to realize the economic circumstances. Your money can shape your behavior. It does obviously shape your behavior. And so when you put a beautiful woman in an environment with low economic opportunities, she real broke. When you come to our country, she see you as opportunity. She see you as food. And
Ooh, suck that dick.
it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't even better date her out here, but they think different out there, so they're not looking at you the way you looking at yourself, almost.
Mhm. They not
But
trying to date you. They just want the
No,
money.
they just
they just
want
want
that
the money.
money.
Uh,
And
You opportunity to them.
what's so crazy though? Like a lot of people don't realize too. Like, before this new legislation, we had the President Biden. The border was open. A lot of people came over. Something that somebody brought to my attention. One of my Hispanic good friends. He was like, "Man, I'm finna go have fun." And what the hell are you talking about? He was like, "Man, look what Biden did. He opened the borders up. Man, you got bitches coming over from all countries who used to selling ass for $2." I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Wow, he made a good point though."
You went with He said, "Hold up, let me put my shoes on."
Nah, yeah, that ain't me. Look at Don. He looking down right now at one. Look.
oh man.
That's it.
Hey, Don. Let me ask you this question real quick, man. When it comes to sports, we don't talk too much about sports, but we all a good sports, man. Shout out to the Houston Texans. Blessed to be a Texans fan page. Shout out to my boy Tank Dale for liking my shit. Nico Collins. Shout out to Derek Stingley Jr. for hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? Texans going to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say. We're going to the Super Bowl. But hey, on a closer note, Don, you're a Dodger fan, man. Do you feel that Ohtani is a better player than Mookie Betts?
No,
Hell no.
no. He's all hype. He's all hype. And it's a lot of money behind him. And they want him to be better. So they hype him up with the illusion that he is better. But, I mean, look at his stats in the World Series. What'd he do? Speaks for itself.
Yeah.
No, he ain't. Not even
What you gotta
close.
say? What you gotta say about that, Milo? What do you think about that? Because they sure do hype up Ohtani like he's the face of the Dodgers when he was with the Angels, as Don said, for over 5 years and didn't really do shit.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Where's Otan? Where is he from? Where's Otani from?
Japan.
What?
That answers a whole bunch of questions right there. It's a money game, and
Yeah.
they promoting him and hyping him, blowing him up so they get some of that Japanese money.
Not only that, but they want anything to be better than the black. Or
Yeah, I agree with you there too,
you
because we were
know,
known as great baseball players. Shit, from the beginning, they wouldn't even let us in. We were so cold. They'd have Negro leagues, and when they let us in, we was balling. I can name a whole bunch of brothers. Andre Dawson, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Dion was
Hammerin Hank.
good.
Hammerin Hank still got the World
Ricky
Series record.
Henderson, the cold black pitcher, Vita Blue, Barry Bonds. Man, hold up. All the cold baseball players when I was young was brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like the cold. They had some cold white boys, of course, but like
Shit. You
the
forget about the
powerful base
Griffies.
stealers, the powerful hitters, the Isaac Smith, the powerful got the D on lock. You understand? It was all brothers. And
Right,
they just like they doing now, basketball, y'all people's going on. Each one of those jobs is opportunities. Basically, each one of those dudes is a company because they're bringing so much money home. You understand me? So
right now, right now
they
today,
stop the
Hank
money from
Aaron,
going. They stop the money from going to black community by replacing them brothers with. They look like us, but they Dominicans or Cubans or whatever because they don't have the same foundation of Black American ethic we do. They ain't gonna bring their money back to the black community, and they that's a way of just depriving us of wealth through our athletes.
right now today, Hank Aaron still owns the most home runs in a career. Right now today,
Yeah,
60 years later, still
Who,
got it.
Henry Aaron?
Yeah,
yeah.
still got it. Still
Now,
got it.
hey, now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Don. What do you think? I mean, since we speaking of baseball, shout out to Nike, man. Nike's bringing back out the King Griffey Jr. shoes. Those are some big
Them
shoes.
things, them things was cold in high school, boy. Ooh wee.
Cold,
Oh, King Griffith.
cold.
Hell yeah, they bringing them back
Yeah.
out,
They coming back
all
out.
different colors. I just seen some red and gray ones. I damn near doodled on myself.
Oh man. Oh man.
What you say, Russ? Said you damn near. He said he did. Hey, Russ said, man, he want to bring it back to
uh,
the old school, the early '90s. He want to go back to the H Town. What'd you say? The black polo shirts with the black Air Max. You know what I'm saying? You want to take it back to that? You know what I'm saying?
And the
shit,
Jabos starts down Jabos.
I still wear the polos and the Air Max
Tar said,
shit.
I'm wearing that right now. Shit.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
But
fuck
hey,
around.
hey, what do y'all think, man? I don't know. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think it is set for September, the Canelo and Crawford fight. What do y'all think about that, man? It's supposed to be the biggest fight since Tyson Holyfield.
That's a hype job. That's gonna make probably more money than Tyson Holyfield, but those are like cultural events. This ain't really that deep. It's a good fight. Now, I think he got a chance to beat Canelo because he a good puncher, he a good boxer, he could switch up, but he might get his ass whooped too. But I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, yeah. I like them both, man. Don't get me wrong, man. I like the way they both fight, man. Always had a like you say talent. I mean, how do I say it? Always said I've seen a lot of talent in Mexican fighters, like Julio Caesar. You know what I'm saying? That dude. I'm talking about the dad, not the son. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
one that fought Duran and them cats. Um, that was a motherfucking fighter, man. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people talk shit about Tyson. He was a fighter. Sugar Ray was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
Tommy
Hagler
Hearns,
was
yeah,
a
a whole
fighter.
bunch of them. Hagler.
Them was some fighters, man. Hey, people forget about your boy Rocky Lockridge, the dude that knocked out Mayweather's uncle.
Mm.
Y'all people may remember him from that meme. That dude that was on that reunion with his son, and he started crying. Yeah! That dude that's the dude that knocked out Roger Mayweather.
Mm.
People don't know that. They was making fun of him. Oh, he a crackhead and all that. Man, look, people hit hard times. That's just like the neighborhood I grew up in. Shit, I remember back in the days. Y'all remember that show, What's Happening, with Rerun? Um, we used to see him in the neighborhood around here getting high. This was back in the day. I don't know if he living or not. But shit, this is just true shit. I remember my
Damn,
dad
Lee
used to say
Rod.
all the time. I remember saying, "Hey, y'all leave that man alone." This was back in like the late '80s. Shit.
Yeah. Like, damn, rerun.
And rerun.
We was kids, you
Uh,
know what I'm saying? We were little kids, you know what I'm saying? Shit, shit, motherfucker, we see on
Hell, I
TV.
watched that when I was a kid. That's what I'm saying. I know rerun. I mean, to see him out there smoking that shit. Oh man, it's gotta be devastating. Come on, rerun,
Hey,
man.
you know what I'm saying? But that's a lot
uh,
of that's a lot of the black entertainers, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. That's why we talked about this before. People don't want to speak on that, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit, a lot of people who passed away today, you know what I'm saying? Just say for some of those who have indulged in that shit, because some people have done it for years. If they wouldn't have done that, do you think some of them may have still been around today?
What
Yeah.
the entertainers, of course.
No, not even just the entertainers. Just saying, people in your everyday life, because people don't want to admit that they didn't. We all got fucking relatives that have fucking been a crackhead or probably still is a crackhead right now. But just imagine if none of them have done that shit in their life. Do you think some of them will still be around today?
Absolutely.
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, most
yeah.
definitely. That's a
I'm
toxic
like,
poison you smoking every damn day. You know, it's gonna kill a lot of people. So that's an obvious question right there.
yeah.
But you know
Bad
what?
part about it, they
It
was
would
cutting
seem
it
like
with
an obvious
everything
question.
but the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
They was
well,
cutting it with
like I said,
everything but the kitchen sink.
it would seem like an obvious question, but some people may say, "Oh no, well, you got the Bible thumpers that don't go to church who may say, well, you never know what God had in plan." But it's like, come on, man, like real talk, like that. It's fact. If you treat your temple like a temple, it's gonna be around.
Exactly. Whether it's crack, whether it's heroin, whether it's Krispy Kreme donuts, triple cheeseburgers, a lot of that shit would take you out. You know, you know what I'm saying? But what they say, I gotta tell my daughter and my son. But I told my daughter, I say, majority of the times things that feel good to you is really bad for you.
Fact.
Most times the things that's good for you, it don't feel good to do those things. That's what discipline come in.
That's real talk. That's real talk. That's why you hear a lot of bodybuilders say we don't eat because we're hungry. We eat because we know we just got to put something in our body. And a lot of stuff we eat don't even taste good, but it's good for you.
Right.
Oh, Big LA got that TV dinner going on over there.
That's me.
Oh, Tars, I got that TV dinner going on. So Tars warming up some of that boudin, man. Send me some of that boudin, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
hey,
just ate some good
hey,
boudin yesterday, boy.
I got that deer boudin in the freezer. I still got to send you some of that shit, man.
The deer, I ain't never had no boudin with deer meat in it.
Hey, man. Hey, my pops, he had some of my peeps from Arkansas and some deer shit. I just sauteed it, put it out here in that slow cooker and put it in some boudin.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, you made the boudin.
Yeah, I made it. I'm telling you, man, they Tars. It's a different type of boudin. Cut it open, put, get auntie to make a little 30-weight gravy to pour on that deer and rice boudin. You gonna be like, man, I ain't never ate no shit like this.
I ain't never need no gravy for boudin either. So what the hell
But
we
that's what I
doing
say. I made it different.
I'm
Hey,
just
hey,
saying,
Todd, hey,
shit.
Todd, that nigga might as well say, man, post some mayonnaise on there.
I'm like, what's that supposed to gravy on boudin? What
I had to let the helicopter pass over. I couldn't even hear y'all.
Oh
Hey,
man.
no, hey, but like I said, hey, Milo, like you said, have you ever ate deer? Have you ever ate boudin with deer meat?
Nah, I ain't never eat no boudin with deer
So
meat. But everybody boudin ain't good. I'm about to taste
no.
your boudin first before I vouch for you.
Oh no,
That sounds
oh
so
no.
wrong
I'm
for
gonna
me,
send that
Logan.
shit.
Hey, talking about I need some gravy. Nah, come on.
Hey,
And okay, see, Milo got his team off this week, so y'all don't see how the size of Milo. So, and for us that do know him, yeah, that shit sound funny as hell for him to say that like that. I gotta taste your booty and him before I put a stamp on it. What?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
no. Hey, I'm just telling you. That's how I ate it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all never ate no boudin with deer. And y'all how
And I
y'all gonna
ate
knock
rabbit.
it? Ain't never even tried it.
I ate
that ain't the
rabbit.
I'm
norm out
knocking the
here.
fact that you
That
gotta
ain't the
put some
norm.
gravy on it.
Hey, and you know what, man?
That ain't the
And you know
norm out
what?
here. The
And these
OG
are
regular
and these are
boudin, smoked
these are
boudin,
and
spicy
these are
boudin, seafood boudin. You know what I'm saying? All that.
and you
That's
know
what
what's
we
so
got.
crazy?
The deer
I'm
shit.
almost
We ain't got that shit out there.
I'm almost offended because these are two people knocking a black business.
They try to pull that card.
Yeah,
They
you
try to
switch it
pull
up
that
on.
card, motherfucker. Yeah. They pull that card.
Yeah, he try to guilt and shame us right now.
Oh no, I'm not gonna guilt and shame y'all. That ain't our
Oh
role. But
shit.
hey Russ, let me ask you a question real quick. Since you're in a laughing spirit, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Russ. No, hey,
Well,
but
man.
I will say this though, like, hey, man, real talk, man, you gotta try this shit. I'm gonna send this shit to y'all, man. And I'm gonna package up some with some of this frog leg meat I got, man. Well, I ate some of that
Where you
already.
get look? Where you get frog legs from?
From Arkansas, shit.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It might be good because I know I ain't got no
Yeah,
frog legs in L.A.
straight up. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want no LA frog legs.
Hey, Don. This is something the world, this is something America don't know. Most of all the shit y'all got come from California.
Well, not them frog legs.
No. I'm not talking about the frog legs. I'm not talking about the frog legs. I ain't talking about frog legs. Matter of fact, frog legs don't even come from Texas. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got frog legs out there.
But
We on the water.
y'all got them, but
Todd, let me tell you
most
what.
of the frog legs that I get shipped in come from the Louisiana crawfish company, not from Texas.
They got a whole bunch of companies along that shore, man.
No, I know
Let me
that.
give
I'm
let me
just
give you an
saying. I'm just
example.
saying.
Hold on, let me give you an example how close we is to all that you saying. I'm in Port Arthur, Texas. I could be in Lake Charles, Louisiana in 30 minutes.
I know. And
That's like it's like right there. So we all on the we
You
all
gotta
on
go through Orange. I know that. I know that
yeah
shit just like
we
you know
all
that.
on the Gulf Coast. We all right there on the Gulf Coast. The crawfish don't change on Louisiana, Texas. That's the same water. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, I'm just fucking with tars.
I'd rather eat a Texas frog than an LA frog.
Well, no, I never said frogs came from.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on out there. Like,
Hey,
where the hell y'all gonna grow some frogs at? That's some shit
They
come
got
out the fucking bayou and shit.
they got some vegan frogs out there.
hey, Tars. Let me ask you this. Now,
Oh man.
out of the last fish fries you ate in Texas, how many of them fish were caught by black people and not Vietnamese? Do you know that?
I have no idea, man. It's not something I just keep track of, you know. I'm there for the food. I'm not.
Oh
Y'all
man,
don't
my
look too
stomach hurt.
laughing.
Oh, my stomach hurt.
Man, I
Oh.
don't know, man. I can't really answer that.
I know you can't.
I know. See, it's not something I track, you know.
I know it ain't.
All right, so why you ask that question?
I asked that question because I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like us, we are very, like y'all said, we are very community oriented. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it may sound funny, but like when you spend your black dollar, you don't even know where you're spending it at.
Mm. Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Look, you said I should specifically focus on spending my dollar in the black, you know, in the black community. For is that what you're
Yeah, I
saying?
agree with that. You know, if you got a choice, all
Right.
things equal, you spend with your folk, you know.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was trying to
But
figure out what's funny.
I'm not finna go actively look for you. Asking me from the
We just
last
giggling
few.
tonight. We just
He
on some
asked me
giggling
from.
shit. It ain't nothing personal. Hey, if you
Look,
hog
no,
with
that
me,
was a crazy question. Talking about the fish fry, like I know where the damn fish come from the fish fry and shit. I'm like, really? I don't know where the people buy fish from.
hey, say how the people. If you was around me, we be laughing all the time at each other and everything.
I don't know.
Oh.
Shit, I'm just trying to eat fish, man. Shit. Oh, man. Everything. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Todd came down there one time. Every time Pat and Todd come to Port Arthur, Todd want to hang on me, right? I'm the cool one. We get the blow or whatever. So me and Todd always kicking. And for a while, I didn't know what he said. He said, "Man, I want some of them crayfish." I said, "Crayfish? I don't know where you get. I ain't never heard of them." He said, "Yeah, I want some of them crayfish." That's what we call it in L.A. I said, "What's crayfish?" He explained it to me. It was crawfish. Man, I couldn't
Crawfish.
tell what.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said, "No, we call them crayfish and craydads." I said, "What? What the hell is a craydad?"
Oh.
I don't know about that. I
I mean,
mean,
I mean,
I don't
I know
eat
what
it,
you're talking about.
but I
I know what
always
you're talking
call
about.
them crawfish.
Crawdad ass, crayfish. They all the same. But like that's why I tell a lot
Look,
of people.
look,
Yeah.
look. I told you, you can tell I didn't make this shit up.
No,
But
that's
I
what I
ain't
said.
never.
Crawdad, crayfish. Matter of
I
fact,
Yeah,
always,
it's so crazy because like I told Tarzan before, the crawfish that they sell out here, we gotta buy that's already cooked. They don't sell like live crawfish because we don't have crawfish farms.
Oh.
yeah, and man, let me give you a little since we like history. You know me. Crawfish was food that black folk in Texas and Louisiana turned into a delicacy. If you ever see how crawfish is raised, they could be raised in some little mud holes or whatever, right? Some
Yeah,
people just say it look nasty. They used to call them mud bugs, and mud bugs was a derogatory term. It was like almost like they say they ate high off the hog, we ate low off the hog. That's why we eat chitlins. They don't, right? Crawfish was like some forbidden fruit. You don't eat that nasty shit. So they used to laugh at black people for a long time for eating crawfish, and it's funny to me now to see it as like a delicacy.
Yep. Hey, that's a whole lot of things that we eat.
shit, that's like
Oxtails
chitlins
too.
right now.
Shit.
$25 a
Yeah.
bucket.
Shit, oxtails, man. Nobody wants no damn oxtails. That was
I know I
slave
said it was
food.
cheap.
Yeah, that's it. For real, man.
yeah, but look
They
how
will
much
give you
look,
oxtails, but look how much
look
they
how
want for them now.
yeah, but look how
I
much they want
know.
for chitlins now. I mean, chitlins done went up exponentially as far as price. You can't even buy a pound of chitlins for less than $40 at least. They're
Mm.
expensive, and they used to throw that away. They used to throw
Yeah,
that
they
away to
stole
the
it too.
blacks,
Yep.
and now they eating them. Now they eating them. Now they eating everything we eat.
In Europe, they selling them damn near $50 a bucket.
What? Chitlins?
Yep.
Damn.
Shit, they $25 here in LA. Shit.
I don't eat them, so it don't matter.
If you eat pork, you eat chitlins.
Huh?
So if you ate a hot dog before you ate chitlins,
Shit. No, it ain't the fucking same. I ain't tasted chitlin shit. But that's not the fucking same, buddy. Oh, you say that bullshit.
oh shit.
Ain't never had.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that I used to eat them and used to love them, and I used to throw
Yeah,
hot sauce on them and love them.
Yeah, we always did, man. My grandmother, they used to fix a plate in front of me and told me I couldn't get up till I finished the plate. I said, "Ain't this a bitch?" I wound up sitting there about 2, 3 hours trying to finish some chitlins, crying.
yeah.
I used to eat them. I used to eat pork chops. I used to eat pork, man. I used to eat pork chops, all that stuff, man.
Now I still might eat a pork chop. I'm not gonna bullshit with you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't eat that. I don't eat no pork chops. I don't eat no
Definitely.
bottom feeders. None of that shit. But I mean, to each his
Yeah.
own. You know,
Yeah.
I know what I was raised on. I was raised on it. I just don't eat it now.
Said
Yeah, I will indulge.
just a little pussy, huh?
From the ruler to the tutor, goddamn me. Hey, better give me a good seasoned pork chop. I ain't put lemon pepper on them now. Pork chop, french fries, oh, it's going down.
Oh man.
Hey,
Shit.
hey, matter of fact, while I got you on here, man, like what do y'all think, man? Shit, we almost going on an hour, but real quick before we get up out of here, man, what do y'all think about this young generation? Okay with just going around, these young brothers offering to eat these women's asses.
Something wrong with them. Something wrong with them.
Yeah, they tripping.
Yeah.
Why you
Well,
shaking your head like that, Don?
because you know what? Look who's promoting that stuff. These entertainers. I mean, the
Yeah.
first time I ever heard that was what's her name from TLC said that.
What did she say?
If you remember, she said if you take it down south,
That wasn't about eating no ass. I
I
think that was
thought
about eating some pussy. That was about some pussy. I mean, I can
not,
always assume.
the reason it was
I
about
don't think
ass
she was about eating.
because the reason it's about ass because she was talking about giving him some pussy. Then she said if you go down south, I'll let you
Yeah,
go
eat
further.
the pussy. I thought she meant eat the pussy.
South. When they say south, they mean ass.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
mean
see, that's a
ass.
new one. That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
Shit. All these years, I always thought she was talking about she wanted some head. I always just thought she wanted some head.
Yeah, that kind of head. I'm good
Oh
now.
man.
I'm straight.
yeah,
I'm
you
straight.
just I just found something out tonight.
Oh, so
Yeah.
my whole interpretation of the song has been wrong.
Man.
Yeah, ask the women though.
Hey,
The women will tell you. They'll tell you what she meant.
D. Hey Don. Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
let me hey Big LA, man. Milo, I know Big LA want to get your take on this too. Something we was talking about earlier, man. Like we got a lot of shit going on in LA, like some old school blood crip shit that's probably finna go down for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big LA, you want to elaborate on that? You on?
Slight technical difficulty. Yeah, I'm here. So basically, what people been putting on the internet, what they've been doing on the internet, is it's starting to bleed out into the streets, like really heavy. So it's two sections of LA that really gonna have an indifference with each other over a lot of internet bullshit, and it's sitting. And I asked P if we could bring this up because I wanted y'all opinion, mainly Milo, Taurus, because y'all in different states. All the craziness that people seeing on the news going on in LA and all that. How do
Say,
So you want to repeat the question?
I said, how do y'all feel about everything that's going on within LA that y'all see on the news and everything? How do y'all feel seeing it from a whole nother state?
I mean, what specifically? Because I don't see that much. Oh,
Oh, the whole
you know.
big U situation, all the RICO information going on and all that.
I
That's
mean,
what.
that flashed on the news. I mean, it came when it first happened. That was more of like a national thing on the national news, but then they haven't talked too much about it. But hell, I mean, to me, it sounds just like
I
some more.
mean, okay, with a
What?
public figure like him, and it's
Uh,
safe to say he a public figure, what impact do you think it'll have on the youth? Not the street, the youth that he claimed
mhm.
he was helping. How do y'all think it'll affect him? 'Cause a lot of kids
Them?
playing football. A lot of kids play football.
Uh, Shit, I don't think it'll have. I mean, if the programs go down, it's going to affect them like that. But as far as the impression, I don't know, because if he was doing anything, 9 times out of 10, they know what was going on anyway. So,
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this, Troy. It's a RICO indictment, right?
yeah,
And
federal,
I
it's a
think so.
federal RICO or a state.
I think it's fair. It might be going towards Fed because some other states just got linked into some shit too.
Uh,
Because he wanna record himself all over the damn place.
Okay.
Okay, so with you knowing law the way you do, anybody that's tied into that Rico with him, do they even have the possibility to go home?
I mean, yeah, I can say yeah, some of them do, depending on the investigation. I don't know exactly what's going on. It depends, shoot. You know,
Depending
there's
on what the
cases
charges
evidence.
is. Yeah.
Right, yeah, shoot.
Okay,
Just
okay,
because they
well,
charge you, that don't mean they necessarily gonna convict you, especially in the RICO. They really trying to get people to start flipping.
it's 48. He got 48 charges plus plus an unaliving charge came about in the midst of all this as well.
Uh,
And he got tied in to the RICO indictment that happened in New Jersey because all of this is being put under the rolling 60 situation and all that. Yeah. So
yeah.
the people that's tied in at this point, they not going home. Would it be safe to say? I mean, they would have to give up. They would
All
have
right.
to give up shit to go home at this point. 48 charges plus murder, unalive.
It depends on how long. I mean, how good the investigation is. That's what I'm gonna say. If it's a Fed case, more than likely it's not looking good. But if it's a state case, state is more sloppy than the Fed.
Bigger.
That's
I
why
think.
I asked.
I think it's bigger than state
Yeah.
because he
If
went
it's
to
a federal case, it's not looking good because they gonna do some investigation. And they 9 times out of 10 they've been investigating him for years
Yeah, I
prior
was
to
just about to say that they done already did their investigation because when the feds come
right.
in, they got like a 98% conviction rate. So
Yeah, they
you
already
know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? You got to beat John Gotti to beat them.
the newscasters did say they've been watching him since like 2019, 2020.
Right.
Yeah, they got more than enough.
Wiretaps, informing, people doing interviews on podcasts, telling too much. There's a whole lot going on. Do you think a RICO of this size, of this mass, would affect the state of California as a whole?
What do you mean?
As far
No.
as saying like, because they call it the news is calling them a gang leader.
Uh-huh.
So extortion, racketeering, weapons, the whole shit. Like they really trying to label him like a mob boss type.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's gonna touch a whole lot of things in the street. I do.
I mean, I don't
Mm.
know. You know what I'm saying? The culture is so different from here than from, y'all culture is different out there than it is here, especially when it comes to that gang, that gang shit, because it's a lot deeper out there than it is
There's
here,
a lot,
especially.
of gang stuff
Hello?
in Texas.
Yeah, but it's not like, a big U who would yield that type of power to him. I mean, he actually has legitimate power, and he also still connected into the streets on that level and to that degree with the amount of people under him. That's what I'm saying. That's not really something
That's
you see here.
stupid.
Not colors. Now you gonna might see some gang shit while these entertainers doing this shit now. They starting to get into a whole lot of bullshit.
It's watered down. It's watered down if you ask me. But no.
So how do y'all think this gonna have an effect on music? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit that's going on with this guy, they say allegations of extortion from high top ranking people. We saw videos that was posted, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. You can go watch them. Like, do you think you big LA Don, you think this gonna have a difference in the streets? Is the streets gonna be safer, or do you think another a gang gonna move in to try to take over and ain't
It's
nothing
not.
gonna
It's
change?
not. I don't even think it's gonna be that. It's the simple fact that one of the biggest gangs in LA in history has an indictment, and the face of them is at the head of that indictment. All you did was open the door for an indictment in the street. That's all you did. Because now they gonna question everything. Because being a gang member is not a crime. Being a part of a gang is not a crime. The activities is what they gonna start to look at now on a federal level. That's just my opinion, though. What you think, Don?
I think the president wrapped up his seal. Dude just shot Nipsey. He gonna drop a $1 on him. You know that. They gonna loosen up his little fine and let him out a few years early. 'Cause that's gonna be they key evidence there. So they know what they doing. They know what they doing. They can always put niggas against niggas. That's one thing they're good at.
So you think they're gonna put something in Eric Holder's face and he gonna bite?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
I really feel like the streets of LA, that'll forever change the streets of LA. If all this unfold like that, this will forever change the streets of LA.
Well, I mean that's something me personally. I feel we got to get out of 2025. Like, man, we didn't live in that gang culture for so many fucking years, man. Like, I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit. Like we got to start encouraging people to do better shit. Like, some people may think it's crazy. Like with Russ, I talk shit to him all the time, man. Like, I tell people all the time, people I know that he don't even know. I'm like, man, I know a nigga that could probably be a motherfucking governor of a state right now. He don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I be talking about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to start. How do I say it? When you see somebody moving to your neighborhood in LA, somebody you don't know, first thing people be like, "Oh man, let me check that nigga out. Let's see what he about. Is he tripping? What he on? Where he from? Whoa, whoa. Fuck all that." You know what I'm saying? Like be on some different shit. People don't encourage people. That's like I told my wife. People don't appreciate real niggas until they dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in your corner that's real people that y'all ain't gonna appreciate till them niggas is dead. Then you
Oh,
stuck with them fake niggas who ain't looked out for you at all.
real talk, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
look
like, that's why I tell people,
gone to take your
people really
position.
got to wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's real talk.
But on some real shit, just be real, because I'm gonna be real. Like, Don, you know me. I ain't never been no bitch. I ain't never ran. Me and you done been in some situations where this is why he my partner. He never ran. It was like 20 against 6, and we didn't run and we won. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. So that's why I say when I speak from a different mind frame. That's why, I respect my people from the South. But when you grow up from the West, you grow up different. You know what I'm saying? We can't have guns, so you gotta have to fight. So when we look at shit and we talk from shit from a different angle, we look at niggas on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas battle, niggas use these knuckles. Like, I got marks on my knuckles from 20 years ago.
Facts. I still, boy, you look deep enough, you still see pieces of the rock from when you hit a nigga and didn't catch him all the way. Scuffling on the ground, like for real.
Like real shit. Like, that's why I tell people, like when you don't have to be a gangbanger to be a real nigga.
Not at all.
You don't have to be a drug dealer to be a real nigga. Because I know some niggas that squares that's doing life that never did nothing in their life, but the one nigga touched them the wrong way and boom.
See
So I
that?
say that to say this is like, a lot of people need to wake up. You got to start fighting amongst each other. You got to start promoting realness. You got to start bringing shit to the light for people who may not see it. Because you can see something in somebody when they may not see it in themselves.
You know, a lot of people need to be talked to, man. They don't want to listen, but you can try to help them out by talking to them anyhow. Good. And that's anywhere really in any of these states. Everybody that met one or two people that'll probably just look at you all crazy, and you're like, "What the fuck wrong with this motherfucker?" You just keep on pushing because you don't want to feel nothing. You don't want to hurt nobody. You don't. You definitely ain't gonna let nobody hurt you. But some people push the people in the corner. And what you gonna do when somebody push you in the corner? You ain't got no choice. And that's what's fucked up.
You know, it's crazy. They say you push a dog in the corner, he gonna bark, but you push a cat in the corner, they gonna fight their way out.
Exactly.
every time.
Exactly.
The king of the jungle is a lion. It's a big cat. Some of the baddest dogs is wolves, though they run in packs.
All I could say is, you know what? From my experience, God with you, you're gonna be there no matter what. I've been pistol whipped, I've been shot. I've been pistol whipped, I've been stabbed, and I'm still here. So you got God with you, you got a good chance. If you don't, you're on your own.
God is real. People don't realize. I'm sitting next
Get
to my
luck.
brother. I'm sitting next to my brother. This nigga had a bullet less than an inch away from his heart. He's sitting right here.
Yeah.
God is good all the time.
And what I tell you, remember I told you about my boy country? When I remember he telling me like, yo, DJ, I seen these niggas coming, man. They jumped out of a van. And he said it was 4 or 5 of them. He said, he's a big dude. He's like 6'5". He said he couldn't run. He's real big. He said he got up under the van. They all got around the van and emptied their nines on him. I went to MLK to go visit him. I looked at him. I was like, dog. If that was me, I'd be dead. Ah, man, they shot him so many times. How many? 17 divided by what? Say 6 niggas? Shit. He survived that shit. You
I
got
mean,
God with you, you know, you ain't going nowhere. He had God with him.
that's
If you
real shit.
don't, like I say, you on your own.
That's real shit. Hey, but look, man, it's like 9:06 here, man. It's like 11:06 down here, man. We ain't gonna hold it up too much. Big LA, man. Let's go around this table. Let's get fucking cold. Hey, go ahead,
Put
man.
on
Give
your
them some
clothes,
news they can
country.
use.
Put on your
Love
The
it.
clothes.
fuck?
These really won't be that cold.
Here you go.
The fuck?
Again, love yourself, love the people around you. Make sure y'all have y'all supplies in order, as Milo would
Mm-hmm.
say. Make sure you have y'all supplies in order, little ones that love you and keep striving for something better. I mean, hey, like I told P, they looking for one motherfucker to change something. It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than one. Leave y'all with that. Meantime, in between time, I'll fuck with
The boy, Big LA, man. We got OG, triple OG. Y'all show respect to Milo the Don. Like I said, we all family on here, man. Like I said, we could talk shit. No hatred, no hard feelings here. That's what that's what love is about.
Yeah.
Let them know something, Milo.
Keep learning every day. Keep loving every day. Keep your head on the swivel. I think if the economy like is showing signs of getting harsh and crashing and all that other stuff, it may not. But if it do, like Big LA said, be prepared to protect yourself and your family because hard times create desperate people, and desperate people do desperate things. They drop their morals and they become opportunists. They may see you as food at any given moment, so be aware. Protect yourself and your family. Love God, peace, and stay black.
That's what's up, man. Go ahead, Don, man. Give us some news real quick.
And I'm gonna hit on what he just said. You can acknowledge what I'm talking about now here too. He was it the other day somebody was walking around with a gold chain, lost his life trying to hang on to a gold chain. You know, somebody coming up to get something from you, your life ain't worth it. Here, take this shit. And just leave me the fuck alone. Because you don't want to get clipped for something that's materialistic, because it can be replaced. You can't. So anybody try to get anything from you, jack you, let them have it. It ain't worth your life, bro. I done seen it too many times. And shit, less than a change. So, like you say, protect yourself, be aware of your surroundings, because it's gonna get a little nasty. And people take anything they can get their fingers on these days. And like they say, like talking to E earlier, gold don't went up quite a bit. So people are gonna be jacking for that. Diamonds ain't worth shit. Gold, that's where the money is. Just look after yourself, and like I say, somebody wants something, let them have it. It ain't worth your life. Believe that. I know everybody likes to be tough. I'll put it like this. What did Richard Pryor say? If a person about to, you ready to fight a motherfucker, and he got a knife, and you go in your pocket, and all you can do is go in your pocket and pull out a hand with some skin on it, your intelligence ought to tell you to run. Get the fuck out of there. And more than likely, it ain't gonna end up bad. End up good. So, gun, knife, whatever, you can have the shit. Handle your business.
That's what's up, man. Like real talk, man. We appreciate y'all, man. This has been the Rose 10 Roosevelt Show, West Side of 110, special collaboration Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Real talk don't end and just take a break. So y'all love each other, stay safe, and we'll catch y'all Sunday morning for Milo's interview. Cool Daddy Milo. Then Monday live 7 p.m. Y'all check us out. Like I say, real talk don't end and just take a break. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.